Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able to run with the ball. But you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll go right back to Beasley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd down and goal. Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 7 yards the pickup there. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better? You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception. And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Come on, bring it!
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
Gotta feel it, baby.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Edwards now on first and 10. And they can't bring him down. And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Allen to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen doing it himself from 9 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here's Jackson. Finding room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Jackson will throw again. Open man is the tight end. sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Prescott looks to throw on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Murray's going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A 1st down for Conner and then some. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way
to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play fake. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this out past the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Pushes him over. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 41, Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing... not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. To dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Flushed out right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Murray now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
From the 29, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Murray now running right on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Another run here with Dobbins. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 31 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's countered. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Murray to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Murray, one final try. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And here's Davis to run again on second. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Georgia native, former Bulldog, Justin Houston, in on the stop.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Falcons send out their punter. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first down carry for Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Smith. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st down, Baltimore.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Gets past one man, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Jackson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Davis, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Young Way 2 for the Falcons field goal. a 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Well, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again here with Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Jackson on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin with a run by Davis. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go again with Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Falcons 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. This looks like a free play for Ryan. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff to Davis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check like 40. Check like 40. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. And this is incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. All right, let's go, B.
Here's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last shot for Ryan. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last